not to go off topic, this is serious advice I'm asking. So I have 28 credits left that I have to get for school. I was thinking, do I take summer courses so that I don't have to take as many credits in the next couple semesters?
That's what I always did.
I'm just not...
Especially with nothing going on.
I just need to make sure I think, hopefully they have level 300 classes. Joe's messed up. Stop the spread.
It takes all of us.
Oh, like his camera guy's
No,
drifting
I would either
away.
do summer class.
His Parkinson's guy.
Called back joke. I would say take summer courses or try and do that internship.
Internships will only count as 1 credit, I think. Or
you can sign up for as many credits as you
I
want.
think it's 1 every 40 hours, maybe. But I'm thinking I get 6 credits this summer, and then I'm only down to 11 credits per the next 2 semesters. But then that's not a full-time schedule, so I'm not sure what that does to me.
Yeah, if you have student loans.
I don't have student loans, so I'm fine. I have mother loans. So this is what should that character's name be? You know, you remind me of something. I can't think of what it is. It's just like this dead silent character in some TV show.
Does it remind you of what you really am?
What you really am.
I remind you of when Dwight tried to get the job as manager and had to put himself in bandages. So that they didn't know who he was because he had already shot a gun in the office.
Okay.
I'm Pistol Pete, here to talk about gun safety. I'm sorry, guys. This isn't really me.
So they did that a couple times where they showed why Michael Scott's the way he is by other characters. So remember when Jim was manager for a little bit and he started to act like Michael Scott? Because they were like, it's the job that turns this person into what you'd expect with middle management.
So,
how's everyone doing?
We're doing great. We've had some laughs already. We've had we had some laughs. Mother's going to be very disappointed when she listens to this podcast and is eating breakfast while she's at it.
Why did you already?
Yeah, we've started.
Oh, so I just completely interrupted. Sorry, come on, continue.
Well, I think we're on a transition. Go
ahead, talk about school some more.
No, I was just asking for advice.
I was like, oh, you started? I'm only 23 minutes late. You didn't hold the show a half hour?
Yeah, I'm not sure why you guys started. No, it's okay. Talk about
school.
No,
I was just asking for advice if I should... I have 28 credits left if I should take summer courses to knock my credits down so then I don't have as many credits to take the next 2 semesters.
Why don't you ask Alice Cooper what you should do?
He's the singer of Poison or something, right?
Strike 2.
He does sing a song where he talks about Poison in it.
For all those above 50 in our listening group are loving this.
You know who's going to be very upset? My dad's going to be upset at me for that one.
Yeah, probably.
Because that's all he plays in his truck is like that old music.
Alice Cooper.
It's all Alice Cooper all the time. Alice Cooper Radio.
He has one of those channels.
It's satellite. Alice Cooper Satellite Radio.
When I did the cameo on that 70s show, I really wanted to be old Alice Cooper, not new Alice Cooper. So I put on the makeup and was old Alice Cooper.
You know what? He did have a comeback in the early 2000s. He was like on stuff. He was in commercials. He was like a guy.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting. I'm going to try something here. I don't know if it's going to work.
It better. So, Joe, would you like to talk about your the ship that got stuck in the canal?
You guys want to talk about
Well, Brandon was confused as to why it was such big news or something.
Well, my thing is I get why it was big news because it's one of the biggest canals in the world is blocked up. But I feel like that's the end of it. Like,
well, the thing is, all right, let me get my camera ready here.
Luckily, this is a podcast, Joe. Camera isn't that important.
Who's Cameron?
A camera.
What's a camera?
Oh, well, okay.
All right, there we go. All right, so the canal is hilarious. My favorite. Pay attention, Brandon. Pay attention. My favorite thing about the canal is that they sent one guy with a tiny backhoe to start digging that thing out. One little bucket load. Have you guys seen the picture, Mario? Can you pull up the picture of the? Can we screen share that?
Yeah.
I don't know if he can. Is that what screws it up with the three of us
what
here?
is a canal ship?
Yeah, just do Suez Canal. It should come up pretty soon.
The problem is finding the picture of the small little thing next to it.
Yeah, but it's like it's being used for memes everywhere. You'll find it. You should find it right away.
Okay. Images.
While he's looking for that, you want to continue with your story?
Yeah, so it's a big ship gets stuck, and so the Suez Canal was built in like 1800. It was 200-year-old canal that allows you to travel from Mediterranean Sea to some other sea through Egypt. So instead of having to go all the way around Africa, you can go right down straight through the Suez Canal.
Right, so it's a direct route.
Right, so it ends up being one of the major traffic ways for a lot of these tanker ships to go through in and out of, and then this one got stuck. The funny thing is that I would assume in the last 200 years, if it's such an important canal, why they didn't put? You see that?
Mm-hmm.
Hey guys, I'm coming. I got the backhoe. We'll get you out of here in no time. So they send this little piece of machinery to come get it, but I mean that is probably a huge piece of machinery. It's just that the boat is so massive. But look at how it's just a dirt bank. Why over the 200 years did they not think to like do concrete walls on that canal? There should be no way that you can get stuck in dirt like that. So that's kind of the normal story. Do you guys want to hear the conspiracy theory?
Well, what I'm hearing is operator error. Like the boat should never have been at that angle.
Of course not, but it's a 15-man crew boat or something like that. But a crew, so a lot of it's automated. And what they think, there's a conspiracy theory. Marco, pull up the just search like Suez Canal boat pattern or something. That's his bat pattern, Marco.
Oh,
You're
sorry.
just gonna pick bats. Okay, yeah. So you see that picture there?
Yeah.
The top right, if you look at it, it has a very phallic look to it.
So I did hear that.
They think what happened is that the automated pilot on there was hacked, and someone made it do this phallic shape with the two testicles in the shaft right before it got stuck in the canal. So it was just like a huge troll. The funny thing is, I think you've got prices there, but something like $40 million an hour of lost revenue or expense every time, for every hour that thing stays blocked. So it's massive inconvenience, economic turmoil.
Well, that is a great troll job.
It would be hilarious if it was like on purpose. And it sees, it shows the mileage there, right? So that's obviously a big thing in news, and it was all over Twitter.
So now Brandon knows why it's so much bigger than what he thought it was.
No, I knew that. I knew all that information. What I'm saying is I don't know why, this is discussion worthy.
Because so much money was lost. Anytime money is involved, there's a huge discussion.
I feel like in a news cycle, that's worth 1.5 days.
Yeah, but it's also objectively funny. You can't underestimate the humor aspect of that enormous boat getting stuck in that tiny canal and blocking every other boat that needs to get through there.
Is there a news station that reported about the phallic where it's just like they assume that they were trying to make what could only be described as male genitalia?
Marco, if you can find news footage of them describing the boat pattern, that would be hilarious.
A sexist hacker.
I don't know if I will be able to find that.
Maybe it was Banksy.
Suez Canal.
But yeah, wait. I mean, my favorite thing. I didn't really care about it until I saw that picture of the little backhoe trying to dig it out. That was the most preposterous rescue mission I've ever seen. Like, you don't have things in place, bigger machinery to get that thing out of there.
You're like, this has never happened before.
Well, I can't find anybody like actually talking about it, but it says, NewYorkPost.com, cargo ship drew a penis and butt before getting stuck in Suez Canal. Is the headline.
That's funny. That's objectively funny.
I like to think the one operating the backhoe had been at the canal for 60 years. He was a week away from retirement. He's the only one that has the keys to the equipment.
I'm getting too old for this shit.
The giant ship just starts coming towards him. This is a Mark Wahlberg movie, is all this is. In 1 year, Netflix will make this movie.
Mark operating the crane. No, it'll be even shorter because they already have the GameStop documentary out. We're gonna see. There's gonna be a top. Everyone in Hollywood is so bored. Next week, there's gonna be a movie out about the Suez Canal, and Mark Wahlberg is gonna be the crane operator.